I'll give you a patient's story about how does it all work. So we went live with NeuroFlow, and I'll share with you a patient. This is going to be hard, okay, because this was compelling. So we go live, and within like a week after we're live, I get a patient story that came to me from her primary care doctor and the practice that had invited the patient to join NeuroFlow's platform. And the patient, starts by saying, I'm going to be totally honest with you. I have been depressed, severely depressed in my past. I actually took an overdose. I was in a coma for 4 days. I woke up with a severe neurologic deficit and was even more depressed because of that. And yet I found a way to manage my depression, to go through therapy, to get back my life. I actually got my college degree. I got married, and I had the depression gone. And that's her first 2 paragraphs. And then she goes, and then it came back. Despite that kind of resilience that she had done, the depression came back severe. And just every little thing, every day was a struggle. And she described it in detail. So then she says, I decided to try it again, self-help. I'm going to call the insurance companies. Who can I go see? I'm going to look for different referrals. I'm going to look for this, look for that. And everything that she called, number one, you had to leave a message. Finally, he gets a message back after 3 days. And and here we have a doctor in your insurance network. Calls up the doctor, and they're no longer accepting that insurance. And okay, we got another doctor. Oh, and that doctor's next appointment is 4 months from now. Okay, and every one of these calls was a struggle for her. And she gets this NeuroFlow invite from her primary care doctor, sends a secure email through the EMR. They did something right. A secure email through the EMR portal. And then she goes ahead, downloads the NeuroFlow onto her cell phone, and she fills out the initial assessments. And she says, I'm going to be honest in these assessments. And her PHQ-9, the depression survey, says, yes, I've had thoughts of hurting myself. Within 5 minutes of that answer, a NeuroFlow behavioral health care manager was on the phone with her. And she's like, oh my gosh. It's like, very nice person and everything. And she's like, I don't want you, please don't call the police. I don't want them coming and taking me to the emergency room and going to lock me up in a psychiatry institute because I'm going to hurt myself. And she was scared of sharing that. The person from NeuroFlow, no. It's normal to have those thoughts when you're severely depressed. It's normal to have those fears, somebody doing that to you. And let's go ahead and talk it out. She said, we had a 25-minute conversation with him listening to me. Then he says, okay, I think I can do something. Hangs up. 30 minutes later, she gets a phone call. Okay, I've got a psychiatrist. He's got availability. He's in your insurance network. And he also is an expert on post-traumatic brain injuries, which he had, of course, from being in the coma and everything else. Wow. So that right there, her last statement was, thank you for giving me this platform. You made a difference between living and not. It's powerful.